where all these reasons will vanish? Imagine this, a world where no printers, no SAP crashes and no Excel file corrupted. On the contrary, just real data, which is practical, immutable and secure. Fascinating, right? A very cheerful afternoon to one and all present here, ladies and gentlemen and respected jury. My name is Shitish Ramnivas Kamra, a CA finalist from Hyderabad, and allow me to welcome you all as we reimagine this domain of assurance, record keeping, simplifying the complicated concepts. So can we begin?
Yes.
Perhaps, Shitish, basics bata. What is blockchain? Imagine this. ICAI has started an articleship logbook wherein every article has to fill daily work, his client's work, number of hours work, etc. Every principal is supposed to sign it on a daily basis, and it has to be shared with ICAI. Theoretically sounds fair, but actually what happens? Article says, I am tired after 7 days, I will fill it on a Sunday. Principal says, 30 days there's a lot of work, I will sign it together on the end of the month. And lastly, will it reach ICAI on a timely basis? No. All of us know that. But then what is the solution? What if this articleship logbook is powered by blockchain? You see, an article will fill all the data digitally in the logbook. The principal will sign it digitally. Once the principal signs it, the articleship logbook is locked, so you cannot change it. ICAI, yes, it will receive it 24/7 and it has real life access. And lastly, the logbook has automatic controls. For example, you cannot enter more than 24 hours work in a single day. Fascinating, right? You see, with this one example, you have understood the key features of blockchain. And those are distributed control, consensus, immutability, transparency, and smart contracts. Understood the features? Let's take one step ahead to understand the parts of blockchain. Whatever data you enter, it is saved digitally and called as a block. Every block is linked with one another using a hash function, which has a timestamp ready. The members of the blockchain are called nodes. So article, principal and ICAI are nodes. And lastly, because it is a decentralized system, therefore it is a distributed ledger. Understood parts of blockchain? Let's take one step ahead to understand types of blockchain. If article, principal and ICAI is member, it is private blockchain. If all CA firms and ICAI is member, it is consortium blockchain. And if it is open to the world, it is public blockchain. So my LinkedIn account, public blockchain, please follow. You see, with this one simple example, you have understood the key features, the main components and the different types of blockchain, right? But let us enter into our world, sir, and let's see how blockchain empowers auditing. Number one, reliability on client data. The primary question in every audit, can I rely on the Excel sheet shared by the client? Blockchain says yes. Why? Because the data here is permanently locked, consensually stored, and at the same time it cannot be edited. If edited, it will be time-stamped. Number two, real-time auditing. Blockchain not only stores the data, but it creates a continuous audit trail. And it will constantly record and red flag all the anomalies. Duplicate invoices, red flag. Delay vendor payments, red flags. Suspected duplicates, red flag. My relationship status, red flag. Oh, sorry. This is real-time risk reduction. Number three, the use cases. Blockchain helps me to modify and reconcile all the ledgers together, so I need not have multiple systems. Number two, it helps me to verify source documents. You know how? Because once an invoice is input in blockchain, it will have a signature. And if you change the invoice, it will have a new signature. Old signature, new signature, you can differentiate. ERPs like SAP and Oracle are integrating blockchain into themselves, so it becomes an automated process. And then comes the main question, the changing role of auditors. Blockchain will not replace us, it will redefine our roles. After all, we will audit not the journal entries, but the systems that are passing those entries. Blockchain, record keeping, blockchain and auditing understood thoroughly, but let us understand the client's point of view, and that is blockchain and record keeping. To begin with, How about we understand the difference between the old record keeping and the new so as to understand the features? Old record keeping was centralized, blockchain decentralized. If it is centralized, it has one single server and therefore user access rights are risky. In blockchain, user access rights are smooth. The edits or the updates which are made in the old system are done in batches, but in blockchain they occur continuously on a real-time basis. You see, these differences will automatically help me to understand the advantages, and those are: number one, tamper-proof records, because once it is entered, it can't be changed. Number two, time stamping. If it is changed, it is always time stamped for me to identify the source documents. Number three, shared access. Every part of the blockchain has equal access because it is decentralized. And number four, traceability. In a supply chain, right from vendor procurement to customer delivery, everything is traced on blockchain. But Kshitij, advantages are fine. Where is the implementation in record keeping? You see, blockchain helps me to record journal entries, ledger posting, invoices. Second, it helps me to automate my TDS and GST reconciliations. And number three, it also helps me to identify every ingredient in supply chain. As I said, right from vendor procurement to customer delivery. Number two, smart contracts in blockchain is basically an assistant which works automatically. Invoice received, payment made automatically. If goods received, GRN done automatically. And if anything is flagged, it will automatically give me an email. Last but not the least, would you be fascinated to know that state governments like Telangana and Maharashtra are already using blockchain to store land and asset records because it has a proof of ownership. Your medical records can be stored on blockchain. So your general doctor in Delhi and your specialized doctor in Bangalore, both of them will have automatic access 24/7. Advantage is understood, but Kshitij, all that glitters is not gold. Blockchain has its own set of challenges as well. Number one, you see, until today, ICAI has not released an accounting or audit standard for me to audit blockchain. The CA professionals are not tech savvy enough for me to understand distributed ledgers, smart contracts, and such blockchain terminology. Number two, law does not specify can blockchain evidence be used as a legal evidence. I do not know whether it is a supporting and appropriate audit evidence. Number three, scalability. Public blockchains like Ethereum can process dozens of invoices in a minute. But what about multinational companies who have tens of thousands of invoices? If I implement blockchain, it is both extensive and expensive. And number four, high energy consumption. When blockchains like Ethereum work, there are hundreds of computers doing cardio in one single room. This occupies a lot of energy, which is harmful both for the enterprise and the environment. Present understood, advantage, disadvantage understood. But Kshitij, what is the future of our profession in blockchain? Let me give you a glimpse of it, of the future outlook. Number one, auditors will no longer audit the journal entries. It will audit, or they will audit, the systems or the algorithms or the bots that are passing those entries. Second, it is the best time for ICAI to release accounting and auditing standards on blockchain and inculcate this in the CA curriculum. Number three, imagine a combination of blockchain with AI and IoT, and then performing data analytics on it. This is not automatic auditing, sir. This is self-aware accounting in public. Number four, my regulatory compliances like TDS and GST can be automated because of one unified ledger. Number five, accounting in future will have three parts: debit, credit, and a blockchain-based entry. Why? Because every asset is tokenized and therefore it will have a proof of ownership and a series of transactions linked with it. And lastly, CA firms in India can surely use the personalized version of blockchain so as to share data internally. And if it is well implemented, it can have a nationwide implementation as well. Coming on to the last segment of my speech. If you remember, I started by saying purchase ledger plan. And client said, nonetheless, allow me to conclude by saying, you can continue. As I said in the beginning, I asked client for a purchase ledger and he said, no data, no Excel. But today, the answer has changed. Why? Because data is stored securely, accounted continuously, and audited professionally. And lastly, to answer the question, will blockchain replace auditors? Blockchain does not eliminate the need for auditors. Instead, it elevates their purpose. After all, when records can't be altered, trust does not have to be questioned. Thank you very much for the wonderful audience and my words. Appreciate it.